is question number 11 from section 2 of June 2020 paper. So in this case, we have a sequence of three numbers, that is A, B, C, and the mid of this numbers is denoted by mid ABC. Now we have various expressions in the options and we want to check which of the following options are true. And for this purpose, the easiest way would be assigning some values to A, B, and C, and then accordingly examine these options. So if we take A as 2, B as 11, and C as 5, then the mid of this numbers, that is 2, 11, and 5, would be 5. Okay. Now let's try to analyze this with the options that we have. We have A and B here for the first option and max of AB. So A being 2 and B being 11, according the max will be 11 for this expression. Min of B and C, that is 11 and 5, will be 5, and minimum of A and C will be 2. Now minimum of these three numbers 11, 5, and 2 will be 2, okay, which is not the right answer because the mid is supposed to be 5. Let's check with the next option. So for the next option, what we have is we have max of AB, A being 2, B 11, the max would be 11, max of BC, which is 11 again, and max of AC is 5. And the minimum of 11, 11, and 5 would be 5, and 5 is exactly the choice that we need. So in this case, the correct option is B. Let's move ahead to question number 12. Let me copy this question in the workspace. Okay, so now in this question, we have a statement, let xn be a sequence of real numbers. Then xn has a subsequence which is, and the options are monotone, bounded, Cauchy, and convergent. Now we have this theorem, which is the monotone subsequence theorem. Which states that every sequence xn of real numbers has a monotonic subsequence xnk. Okay. And so with this theorem, we can see that out of the options, the correct option is the first one, which is monotone. Okay, so that is question number 12. Let's go for question number 13. Okay, so question number 13 reads like this. Consider the following statements. There is a continuous map from close interval 0, 1 to open interval 0, 1. And the next statement is there is a continuous map from 0, 1 onto close 0, 1. Now, when it comes to analyzing the first statement, that is A, we can recall a theorem, that is image of a compact set for a continuous function f must be compact. Okay, so yeah, in this case, since closed 0, 1 is a closed and bounded set in R, accordingly it is compact, but we don't have the map the image of this particular set compact, and so the first option is not true. The second option is we need to have a continuous map from 0, 1 to close 0, 1. So let's try to define a function f of x defined as 0 if x belongs to 0 comma 1 by 4 open is equal to 2x minus half if x belongs to closed 1 by 4, 3 by 4, and 1 when x belongs to open 3 by 4, 1. So we can see the function has an image on 0, 1. At the same time, the function is continuous and could be checked for the endpoints 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. Okay, so we have defined a continuous map from open interval 0, 1 onto close interval 0, comma 1. So that clears that option B is the correct option in this case. Only B is true. Let's move ahead to next question. Question number 14. So here we have this function, that is f of x equals x into sine of 1 by x for x between 0 and closed 1. And otherwise, if x is 0, function takes value 0. So in this case, we can check the function for continuity, differentiability, bounded variation, and so on. So we can see that if we evaluate the limit of the function at x equal to 0, accordingly, we'll have two parts. X will tend to 0 and we'll have limit of sine by 1 by x. So the limit will finally approach 0. Okay, so limit extending to 0 of x into limit extending to 0 of sine 1 by x. Okay, so this part will become 0 and eventually the value of this limit will be 0, which equals f of 0. And so the function is continuous at x equal to 0. So this option is ruled out, which says f is not continuous. Okay, we can check the derivative at 0. So f dash of 0 would be limit extending to 0, f of x minus f of 0 upon x minus 0. And so you will have limit extending to 0. The numerator would be x into sine of 1 by x, the whole upon x, f of 0 is 0. So this will be just the limit of sine 1 by x, which doesn't exist. And so we cannot talk about differentiability. So here we have the option saying f is differentiable at x equal to 0, which is not the case. Okay, the function is not of bounded variation. Okay, so the only option that we have is f is Riemann integrable. Moreover, we have a theorem which says that if a function is bounded and continuous, except on set of measure 0, like in this case, since we have sine of 1 by x, x at 0 will create a problem. So that is the set of measure 0. Accordingly, the function is Riemann integrable. So this theorem supports concluding that the function is Riemann integrable. So we go with option A for this question. Let's move ahead to the next one. That is question number 15. So in question 15, we have the space R, and the metric defined on the space is a discrete metric. And we want to check which of the following options are true. So here we have open interval 0, 1. So this interval is open in the metric space, discrete metric space. So that is not the correct answer. 0 comma infinity is bounded. So again, that is not a true statement. Okay, then we have the third one. It says 0, 1 is not compact. 0, 1, close interval 0, 1 is a bounded and closed set when it comes to the general metric environment, I mean R with D. So in this case, when we work with discrete metric space, accordingly, this set is not compact. Okay, so that is the correct option. And let's try to see option D also. Option D is a finite set. And when it comes to discrete metric space, the singletons are open, and this finite set can be written as union of singletons, so it is open. Okay, so that is not the correct option. So in this case, we go with option D, option C, sorry, which is close 0, 1 is not compact.